Like you're walking back, this is good. Trying to kite, this is good. Try to dodge that, you're kiting. Flash here, W, Q, and pop. And he's dead.
Okay.
He was just dead. You also should have used the potion as you were fighting and not after.
Yeah.
Then LeBlanc comes here. Okay, walking up, very nice dodging. Auto, and then here's something. Q, crit. And then you have a super high chance to kill her, because look at the HP.
Yeah, then maybe Zara could have killed.
Exactly. So what was the goal of this game? What did we need to do?
To get the push, to not let Silver do her job. And
Okay.
then, like, I don't know, play around the team and then get 2 kills to Baron and win.
Yeah, here you can always go short way, because you can get faster to the lane. Short way means that way, like right here, this way. Then you go into the lane, and the first thing that you should go when you're in the lane here is that you should Q the minions, like right away. Okay, let's see it right now. Senna was there, so you can go on her. Okay, right now, start with the Q, like literally start with the Q. Because if you're waiting, so if you start with the Q right now, the minions are gonna get lower, and in like 5 seconds, your Q is gonna come back, so you can blow the minions up with the Q.
Okay, and what if Zyra hit the E there? Do I fight instead?
Right here?
Yeah, like when
Absolutely.
here.
This is more important than the wave.
She's so far away.
She's really far away, and she's trading. So if you can take the trade with the champion when the wave is like really far away here, then yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
The trade is priority here. Then you just push, you try to Q, no problem. And then right here, you shouldn't really be going towards the Zyra here. You should keep yourself like max range and try to still keep focusing on the push, because this is not a lane where you can poke them necessarily, since they have a range support, they have a range champion on AD carry, and you also have 2 range champions. You don't have more range than them. So if this was like a Twitch and you have a Lux, and this was like a Sona or someone that doesn't have so much range, then you can poke level 1 as well. But in this case, it's more about getting the push. So here, this E compared to the other E, if you follow and you know you can get her to half HP, or get a significant damage on her, it's worth it. But in this case, it's like, okay, I'm walking up, I'm trying to hit, but I could have just killed all of these minions and just get a push. So then...
How do I, like, so Jin's is like really strong in lane, right? So it's really good to trade with people. How do I know, like, when to do like Jin's good trading job versus Jin's good pushing job?
Okay, so if you have a matchup that, let's say you have a lot more range than the enemy, say you play against a Sivir, which is quite low range. You have a Jhin, and the Sivir has a support like a Braum, like a melee, and you have let's say a Brand. In this case, you should always look to trade, because you have significantly more range than them. And even without a Brand, you can look to trade against the Sivir, because you have so much range against the Sivir, and Braum has no range, that you can always look to trade. But if they have Ashe or Lux, if you're going to try to trade with the Sivir, you're going to get poked from the Lux, or if you're going to try to trade with the Sivir, they will get the push, and Lux with the push will poke you completely. So it comes down to how much power do you have in the specific laning phase that you play, and if you have a lot more damage or a lot more range, and you can just ignore the wave and trade, you can do it. It's just when the wave is...
So because we have equal supports, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Because you have equal supports, you need to just focus on getting the wave here.
Okay.
Especially because it's against a Sivir, and Sivir really wants to get the push. Same thing if it's against a Caitlyn. Like here, if it's Caitlyn, you're not trading, you're trying to get the push, because if you're trading and she gets the push,
like 3 autos and I do 1.
Yeah, like getting the push is super important in these matchups. This is good, you push, and then here you try to start like kind of zoning. This is nice. You should just look to W here before the shots.
Yeah, it would do more damage.
Just to do more damage.
And then I probably had Q there as well.
Yeah, here you shouldn't really push with the Q. You shouldn't really push with the Q. So as you can see here, you get the push. How do I know that you get the push?
Yeah, because our minions are healthier than the enemy minions.
Yeah, and you're also like
more
positioning. Up. Yeah, like you don't need to push now. You already got it. So you should just like slow push and only last hit. Because your plan was to fast push like as fast as possible. Like, or not fast push, but get the push. And once you get the push, you could have just zoned. You didn't need to use these Qs on the minions.
Okay. Yeah, so then if I could have like WQ full shot, it would have probably been almost a kill.
Yes. And here you should push, because the wave is like in a very uncomfortable position. And then right now it's 240. It's the 3rd wave. You just kill the 4th wave, so you can get ganked here. In this case, you can push the wave, and if you want to recall, you can. But since the Senna's HP is like lower than you guys, you can just
Yeah.
push and get pressure, but you need to go for a ward first before this. You just go for a ward, and after that I told you push. The reason why I told you to push here is because you have a Zyra and she's easily gonna be able to push in the tower. Sivir is not so good at farming in the tower. Senna is useless if she gets pushed in. So this is really, really
and the
good.
wave is just a bit awkward for us, I guess.
Yeah, so you just push this, very good. And then in this case, you can literally just recall after this. The reason why you can recall is because now we don't have the significant HP advantage, as you can see. Like Zyra is also quite low. So here, it really comes down to how easy you think you can kill them. So since you guys have like kind of the same HP, you can consider staying. So you can, again, so the options are recall or staying. If you think you can have a higher chance to kill them than they are, you can stay. And in this case, she's kind of low, then you are lower HP than Sivir. But in this specific case, look, right here, if you think you can kill them reliably, you can stay and keep pushing. The problem is that you don't have mana and Zyra is lower than them. So they have actually more HP than you and they have more chances to actually kill you here.
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase. Just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against.
Yeah, at best it would be 1-for-1 or like maybe 2-for-1.
Yeah, so here you should push and then you should recall. If you have like a lot more HP or you have like full mana and let's say Senna is this HP, you staying in this lane is nice because you can pressure them. But in this specific situation, all what you have to do is push and recall because you know that you don't want to stay here. But the problem is that she actually follows, she hits the E, so here you follow. Like this changed everything because you stayed, you wasted your W, so here you just push one more here. Just push one more to the Q.
So because I used W, it was too much time wasted.
Instead of just recalling right away. Then here you just stay. And here I told you, hey, you can just recall. What did I tell you that?
Because Sivir wasn't pushing.
Yeah, so you have 500 gold, you have a reasonable recall. You have low mana, so if Sivir wasn't pushing, this wave is pushing into who? Technically.
Into me, because the wave's on her side.
Yes, so this is slow pushing into you. So if she's like fast pushing here, then you can stay, but if she's not, then you can just look to recall. The problem is that
but
here,
then it was 4 minions.
Then it was like a frozen wave here. This is a frozen wave, so in this case you have to stay. But if let's say there are no 4 minions here and there are just 1, this wave is pushing into you, so you have so much time to come back in the lane if she's not pushing. If she's pushing this right now, you should anyway stay.
Yeah.
But in this case, we stayed because of the freeze. And then here again, you should start with the Q, because here you're trying to... Yeah, this was Q auto, very good. Then you push, then you recall. Then you go in the lane, wave is coming into you. You should not really use your E necessarily to push here. I would use the E on the side brushes.
Okay.
Just so you can protect yourself from Senna walking up, because if they push this, they will probably just walk up on you. So it's better to play like that. Like you just use your 2 E's for that. And right here you're just fighting. This is fine. Use your Q, back off. Don't know where is Viego. Viego is behind. And here he just backed off. Viego can't really gank you with that HP. We get a kill, and here I told you push, 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 push. You should have started with the Q, the push. Just because Sivir is low HP into the tower. So you should try to push as fast as possible. And then here we can go for the Drake, or we can go for a plate. You know, Sivir just recalled because she was 1 HP. Here, in this case, you should have looked. After you push this wave, yeah, like now you should just Q the minions right now. Like just start it really early with the Q. Just open it with the Q and then just have another Q very soon to just blow the minions up. That's the best way to... And here you should look at the Drake. If it's 5k, you know, Viego might be there, which he might. You should move there. If it's like 1k or 2k, then you can just... If it's free for him and he can easily get it, then you can just go for the tower.
Okay.
In this case, we looked
I
and we
wouldn't
saw.
say we would call that look. I don't know. I didn't see the HP of the dragon.
Yes, so it's 2800 right here. Viego is bot, so in this specific case, you can stay and push one more wave. The reason why you stay here is one, the Drake is quite low, and you see Viego bot lane, so the chances that they are gonna move there and follow is like really low. And two, you have a significant wave clear right here with Jhin, so pushing this cannon wave is not greedy. So that's why you stayed here. If you play Twitch here, you never push, you just recall and you just play around the tempo. Then you go to the lane, that's good. And here I told you to just push it really hard. The reason why I told you to push it really hard is because Senna was quite low, as you can see, and you can just see them like willing to want to recall because they are low, so you can just perma push. If they weren't,
if I'm pushing, they can't, or they lose a wave.
Yes. If they weren't low like this, then you shouldn't push fast. You should just slow push 2 or 3 waves and make a big wave and crash it in the tower and get even more plays there. But in this specific situation, since the Senna was low, you want to just speed up and accelerate and pressure them even for more by trying to crush the wave faster than just 3 wave slow push.
Okay.
Then here you just had the ward because you're looking to play aggressive, so you have the ward first before playing aggressive. And right here we ulti, we kill her. Very nice. And then you just push, you take this plate. And here she's low. We have good vision on the river. Viego is mid. She recalled. So since she recalled, you can stay for one more plate. Unfortunately, you couldn't get it. But since you have a lot of wave clear on Jhin, you can look to stay for one more wave because you have like Qs here. Again, on any other champion, you're not staying here. You just recall with your support. But on Jhin, since you have huge wave clear, you can push one more. In hindsight, the decision wasn't good because you had the static shift in base. So the loss of tempo, the loss of like it's better to just recall there.
Yeah, I would have been in lane when Zyra was.
Yes.
I wouldn't have lost that one wave.
Then we almost get the skill. We pushed the wave. And then after this, we had some decisions in the mid game. Like here, this is good. The way you hover was fine. Yeah, right here is the mistake if you remember.
Yeah,
the Q, right? Look at this.
Yeah.
Like you're walking back, this is good. Trying to kite, this is good. Try to dodge that, you're kiting. Flash here, W, Q, and pop. And he's dead.
Okay.
He was just dead. You also should have used the potion as you were fighting and not after.
Yeah.
Then LeBlanc comes here. Okay, walking up, very nice dodging. Auto, and then here's something. Q, crit. And then you have a super high chance to kill her, because look at the HP.
Yeah, then maybe Zyra could have killed.
Exactly. And then we do have a little bit of a problem in terms of the mid game. With like when do we follow. So you go bot here, you push the wave, you get the tower. And after you get the tower, you go for the Drake. After you get the Drake, like here with the smite, let's see. I could follow because you couldn't push the bot wave right here. That's good. You go like this. This is nice. Like here, the Drake is 1.2. So right now you should just Q crit.
Okay. Oh,
Wait.
I see. Gragas pinged. He didn't have smite, and I didn't see. I guess I should have checked.
Yeah, and also like it's better to just use it because if it majority of the cases, if you do it well, like the Q fourth shot as a smite, it won't like hold him back from smiting himself. It will just help him. If you just keep it, then that's fine. But at the same time, you can just try to steal the Drake yourself.
Yeah.
With a Q auto, like here, just Q auto, and then it's GG.
Yeah, I think I had a jungler flame me once for it, and it's been like PTSD ever since.
I see. Yeah, if you do it at like 800 at this point, it's like really good. Because you do like minimum 500 damage with that, so you actually help your jungle more than like holding him back.
Yeah, okay.
Then you stay bot, you push here, and then after you push here, you can't go recall, you just hover mid lane. But as you're hovering mid lane, you have to pay attention to the bot wave here. Like now you move mid, that's fine. You stay mid, that's fine. Just take some XP. If he pings you, you just leave. I wouldn't take the cannon, I would just leave. And then here I would hover a little bit the people. And the moment you see Sivir bot lane, there is nothing on mid lane. So you get the mid tower, Sivir is pushing. So it's like, why are we mid lane anymore?
Okay.
If he needed you, like say the Sivir was pushing and the mid tower was, let's say, like you're moving your camera and the mid tower was this HP and you're choosing to stay mid because you know that Malzahar is not able to get the mid tower without you and you're trading the mid for a bot, that's fine. But not in this case. In this case, he got it anyways.
Okay.
Then you go back bot. You take it. You push. And after you push, you can just recall. After you recall, you just go to mid. That's nice. And after you go to mid, right here you have your teammates, which is very good. And after you have your teammates, let's see what you're gonna do. You go back to mid, that's fine. You're hovering again. Very, very good. Very, very good. Here you have nothing to really do after pushing the wave, so you can go for your red buff. For your allied red buff.
Yeah, I misunderstood.
And then after this, you just hover wherever it is on the map, basically. Yeah, overall it was a good game, I think. It was a good game. We learned a lot. What do you think about this approach of live game?
I think the VOD review after is really nice, like the perspective. And I think like it's exposure to more things, because if you VOD review like one game, then I play into like this one combo and then I only learn how to play into this one combo. Whereas like I've never like fought the push. Like if I play against Sivir, I would have probably just got poked under my tower and die.
Yeah,
like the whole game. Whereas like the previous VOD review we did was against the Braum Israel, I think, and we like fought all the time, and I should have fought more. So then I fight more, but then it's a lane where I shouldn't be fighting.
Yes. I see.
So like the exposure is nice for sure.
So then in the future, what should we choose? VOD review live or this approach, live plus VOD review?
I think live plus VOD review.
Okay, so this approach.
So like there's more opportunities to see where I'm like making mistakes.
I see. That's good. Yeah, so overall I think you performed better than last time. You just have to like figure it out based on the matchup. Like, is my job to poke them, or is my job to get the push, or is my job to, you know, play to not lose and not get poked? So that's like really it. And it will depend a lot on the support as well. Like here we had Zyra, then you can look to poke them, but since they have Sivir, you have to first get the push. That's because if they get the push, then Zyra can't really do anything. So that was really the rule of thumb. Okay, awesome. So let's make a card. Is there anything else that you would like to see for this game before make the notes?
No, I think we're good.
Perfect. So let's just make the... Perfect. So what are the most important things that we learned in today's coaching session?
Winning isn't always fighting.
Perfect.
And I think also like not hovering around mid for too long.
Perfect. Not hovering mid for too long and being able to get back to bot lane if we can't make any significant change on mid lane.
Yeah, but let's say my mid laner went bot instead of me when she saw Sivir, then I just stay mid and get the tower myself.
Yeah, you just adapt. You're okay being mid lane in that case because you...
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. and it's just $5. It's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list, and more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.